my beautiful plant people, how are we today? Welcome back to the channel and PCM. For those of you that have never met me before, I am Sam from Plant Collector Melbourne, and today we have a very exciting video. Today we are talking all about Australian hybrids. So I don't think that there's many videos on YouTube that are specifically talking about Anthurium hybrids, and especially in Australia. So I am so excited to show you guys what the Australian, community or a specific grower has been doing in terms of Anthurium hybridization. And it is all so beautiful and exciting. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'll give you guys a little bit of context. So the individual that is the creator, the hybridizer, the pioneer, in my opinion, of hybridization of Anthuriums in Australia is none other than Chris Bartroff. So his business is called Plantska. I met Chris between 6 to 12 months ago physically, but me and Chris have been chatting for a while, ever since that he's been on his plant journey and I have been on mine. And we met actually physically at Aroid Society Australia, one of the events that they were holding, and he came down to Melbourne. I think that what he is doing and creating, he's definitely one of the pioneers in Australia. The hybridization is definitely curated in terms of like looking at different traits, not just mixing anything together, really looking at Anthurium saying, okay, I love the trait of this species and I love the trait of this one, and we mix them together, what will we get? So it's been tactful. He's got such an eye for Anthurium and amazing knowledge. He's a beautiful human, a beautiful business, and he has beautiful plants. So I am very grateful to Chris. And Chris, if you are seeing this video, thank you. And I cannot wait to share with you guys the hybrids that Chris has made. There are definitely a big bunch of Anthurium hybrids going around in Australia. And what people like to say is batch IDs, or they're giving them some names that I think that are quite like affectionate names. It's not very scientific, but in saying that it is a beautiful way to kind of group together what they like to call like batch IDs. So all of these names, I will tell you exactly what they are mixed with, but also keep in mind that these names are just like affectionate names so that it's easier to identify or to acknowledge this group of hybrids. So without further ado, let me show you some plants. Actually, I would really love to show you something. So Chris has printed these beautiful cards telling us exactly their names, about the hybrid, maybe some of its like history or who he's gotten his original mother plants from, but then also like care instructions and things like that. So I think these are a really beautiful touch in terms of like when people have these plants, that they can know exactly who the mother plant is, the father. There is definitely something that I would love to kind of encourage is like knowing the history of your plant, and looking at the photos of the mum and dad is really fun because you can start to see where the traits come in. So let's start off. This one is quite stunning. So this Anthurium is called Wild Frost, and I will put photos up on the screen so that it is a bit easier for you guys to see the parents. So we've got the seed plant, which is the mama. It's a cross between a silver blush, and the pollen parent, which is the papa, is a Anthurium Hines crossed with a wild crystallinum. What I really love is that he has crossed two Anthuriums that have really silver veining, some really good shape in terms of roundness. So without further ado, let me show you a Wild Frost. Oh man, this is like, you guys know that I'm a huge fan of anything crystallinum, whether that's a hybrid or even different forms. But this guy is like everything that I wanted in more, because it is a crystal. It has crystal veinings. I'm pretty sure like Hines, which is one of our biggest well-known cultivars in Australia, has crystallinum in it, because clearly you can see all of the beautiful crystal veining. But its veins are so much thicker, and that probably comes from the silver blush and the hind. So let me just show you guys a close-up. Isn't it stunning? So it's got great shape, great color, and just, oh, those veins. So that, my friend, is Wild Frost. Ooh, and next one. What's this one? Oh yeah, this one's really cool too. Actually, they are all cool, what am I saying? So this one here is called a Phoenix King. Ta-da! Can you guess what it's mixed with? So I don't have the pamphlet, but I'll also put it down below just to make sure that this is correct. But from memory, this is a Pap X dress crossed with a King Anthurium, also known as a VTI. So I can definitely see the VTI in this guy, and if I look at the other leaves, you can see that it is definitely different to your regular VTI in terms of like the shape. But yes, I'm very excited to see this guy grow up. So that one, my friends, is a Phoenix King. This one is super cute. So this one doesn't necessarily have a batch ID or affectionate name, but this is a Clarinvium hybrid, so a Clary crossed with another Clary. So we have incredible parents, and I can see the beautiful veining. So the seed parent or the mama is a Clarinvium, and the pollen or the papa is another Clarinvium, possibly called the Tarantula. You can see here that this one is just quite little. So I'm very excited to see what these guys will end up looking like when they're adult. We got a new leaf on the way as well. So that one is a Clary hybrid. Oh, this one is super cute. Okay, so this one here is batch ID or called Amnesiac, which I would love to know from Chris why it is called that or how he ends up getting his names. So Amnesiac attempts to pump some pure Frigetti into the dark Frigetti, which is likely a hybrid of Frigettii and Pap. So this one, as you can see from the photo, the mama is a dark Frigettii, and then the papa is a Anthurium Frigettii from the beautiful Robin Ganley. You can see here like the mum is a very dark Frigettii, and I know that Frigettii has been circling around Australia and definitely has the darkness of like a Pap. So I love, love, love that plant. I've got a clone of it and it is just so, so stunning. At the moment it is a stump because it had root rot, but regardless, a very beautiful plant and a very beautiful mama. And here she is. We have this little guy which has definitely got some promise to it because of its parents. I shall hide my face so y'all can see. But yes, you can see that it definitely has the Frigettii trait of a closed sinus. It's not completely round. You can see like there's a little divot. This one should be really dark, beautiful Frigettii. You know, I'm going to definitely save the best ones till last. So I think we've got a couple left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we do have quite a bit left. So this one here is called a Dress Sense. It is a Anthurium Black Sensation crossed with Dresslery. So Black Sensation is an Australian hybrid. I believe that depending on which Black Sensation, it might have different heritage. I know that there is one in the Botanical Gardens in Cairns, which is absolutely stunning. But yes, it is an Australian hybrid. I don't know if it's actually a cultivar or not, but it is really beautiful. And then we've got, yeah, a Dresslery. So, oh, I cannot wait to see what this guy will come out as. So that one, my friends, is a Dress Sense. And you can see here the back. Oh, those petioles, those red, red petioles. Delicious. This one is really beautiful. So this one here, for those of you that don't know, we have a Australian hybrid, again, called Black Cherry, and again, made by the amazing Chris Bartroff, but I might put a photo up. I personally don't have one in my collection, but I would love to have one because I think that they are super stunning, super dark, and super beautiful. We'll also put the hybrids and their like counterparts or the ingredients of what Chris has used for Black Cherry, but off the top of my head, I have forgotten. This one here is a papped cherry. The seed parent is a black cherry, and Chris has said that it's select, which means that he's probably chosen the best or one of the best black cherries to do the crossing with. And then the pollen parent is a pap, and it looks like to me a green form pap. So here we are. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. I know that this guy is going to come out really stunning. You can already see the darkness from the pap, and I think it is super stunning. I think that this combination is going to be quite beautiful in terms of the color. I think that it would be really beautiful to have that veining of that pap with the black cherry, and it'd be interesting. I think that it's taking more of the pap shape for this little guy, but who knows, as it gets older it might become a bit more rounded instead of long. But ooh, that one's gonna be beautiful. What else is there? I think that there is two more, and I think that they are my favorite. Actually, no, three. There's three left. Yes, Jessica Rabbit, but with a K for Jessica. So it was created to try and introduce a wide sinus to a pap cross dress. So an Anthurium Portulay type hybrid is the goal. So seed plant is a no ID, and the pollen is a pap cross dress. I wonder why it's Jessica Rabbit. Maybe because of curves? I'm not sure. I'll have to ask Chris. But yes, so we've got this here. Ooh, Jessica Rabbit. I can see that it's pretty bumpy. The color of the new emerging leaves is actually very beautiful. But it's looking very like sangy type to me, like long, wide sinus. Very cool. It's not really doing that like the ear thing from the mum just yet, but who knows, as it gets older, we will have to see. Ah, my friends, these are my absolute favorite hybrids that are in the store. So maybe let's do this one. This one is one of my absolute favorites, and it's Ethereum Pandemonium. I actually won one of these at a plant swap / picnic a couple of weeks ago, one that Danny or Leafy Boy organized, and it was so much fun. And because we were doing all these like games, I managed to win one, and it is one of the sexiest plants. And now they are finally here and in the store. So this is it, my friends. Cover my face so that you can fully take in the amazingness of this plant. This is a pap cross dress crossed with a Panamens. And I have seen the hybrids of these, like older ones, and these are incredible. And also because I've had mine for about, I think it's been 2 weeks now since I've had my personal one, and it has not skipped a beat. It is so hardy, and I think that's one of the beautiful things about Anthurium hybrids is that when you are crossing genetics, they do take certain traits and they just have so much more plant vigor. I just think that these are such great Anthuriums and really hardy, and as you can see, all the plants have really awesome roots. So that is and he does actually pick the best of the best. So he's very selective with his hybrids and how he cares for all of these bubbas. Oh, let me show you my personal one. Oh, I am just so in love with it. Oh my goodness. I was very excited that I won it. So let me grab them both to compare the pair. Amazing. Mwah. I can't wait for this one to grow up. And of course, I have to save the best to last. And the reason why I say this is the best is because maybe of the size, and it is big and it is gorgeous. This one, my beautiful friends, is a pap cross dress crossed with a Warrock. I'm totally biased, but I think that Chris's pap dress is one of the most beautiful pap dresses I have seen. And you can see in the photo there, it is just so magnificent. All of his plants are so well grown and beautiful, but particularly this pap dress, it just blows me away. So this is Phoenix Queen. And it is definitely the biggest plant that came in the boxes. So Ra-da-da-da. Oh my God, it is so amazing. I think it's definitely taking more of the shape of a rock, but hopefully you guys can see the color. It is just so stunning, and it actually has a inflow, so it's coming to maturity. I don't know whether it's its first inflow or not. I probably should cut off that inflow since it is so little and I want it to really focus on the leaves, but isn't she beautiful? Oh my goodness. Let me see if there's anything else. So Phoenix Queen is an attempt to create a dark bullite Warocquianum type hybrid. If I show you the other leaves, oh my goodness. Dark and delicious. Amazing. So that is it, my friends. I'm pretty sure we have gone through all of them. Those are all of the plants that have come in from Chris Bartroff, also known as Plantska, and is going to be in PCM. So these plants are actually going to be launching on the 26th of October of this month. So these will be in the store. I am words cannot express how excited I am to have his plants in the store. And we've been talking about it for quite a few months now. I think it's been like 2 to 3 months of him having his plants in the store. So it has been in the works for a while. And I can only say that now that I've actually seen them and I've unboxed them and they've been with me for 2 days now, that I'm just so in love and finding such a beautiful, I guess, story behind all of these plants. So if there's one intention that I have for this channel is, of course, to share and show you guys things that you may have never seen before and potentially open up that door or that little seed of having a think about Anthurium hybridization, and in a way that is intentional and that is trying to create really healthy, beautiful plants. I think that there is such a beautiful art to it in thinking that what if we had this beautiful trait of this plant and this trait? There is definitely a lot to learn in terms of hybridization. Chris is definitely one of the people that come into my mind that is pioneering, going beyond what we already know or what we've tried, or being very, very precise, very putting his own spin and art into it. And it's his creation, right? So he's amazing. There are other individuals in the community that are doing the exact same thing, and I am in awe of them. I would love to get into hybridizing, particularly Anthurium, maybe philodendron, maybe alocasia, but of course it requires a lot of space and a lot of time. So maybe PCM one day can get to there, but until then, I just want to share with you this amazing world of Anthurium. I am totally picky with what comes into the store. So as you may know, PCM has a couple of suppliers or growers that have been with me from the beginning of time. We've had new additions, and people even reach out to me asking if I would like to buy a lot of their plants. And most of the time, I have to sit back and think about so many different things, a lot of factors. But at the end of the day, I want PCM and myself to be surrounded by beautiful individuals, beautiful businesses, because that energy translates. And I'm just very grateful and honored to be able to continue my journey and have Chris and Plantska a part of it as well. So I hope you guys are really excited. To all my international people, this is some of the hybridization that is happening in Australia. I hope you found it insightful, exciting, maybe even some ideas of hybridization wherever you are. And to the people in Australia, I guess that these will be here in the store on the 26th of October. I will also be putting some online for my interstate people, but of course I will be doing it selectively because I do only want to post like more of the littler guys. They've already gone through shipping once, so I'll probably keep them for a little bit. So before I go, I'll just do a little bit of an announcement saying that I leave to go overseas to Japan tomorrow, which is the 9th of October. And then I've got some beautiful individuals / my friends helping me and look after the store. So if you're planning to come down to the store, make sure you say hi to them for me. These plants are going to be, again, available on the 26th. I will be gone until about the 24th of October. Luckily, me and Leanne have lots of videos for you guys in the meantime, but also I will have a week back. I will be back on the 25th. of that week. These plants will go on sale the next day. And then I'm also going to Cairns the following week. So lots of things are happening. Of course, I plan to take you guys along the journey with me, hoping that I can go to plant shopping in Japan so that you guys get to come with me, see what plants are over there. But yeah, that's my little announcement, little life update for you all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye. Mwah.